Welcome to Glow Social Club, the space where powerhouse women come to reclaim their health, their clarity, and their leadership. I'm Jasmine Corona, functional nutritional practitioner and founder of Organically Glow and Glow Social Club. Around here, we don't do one-size-fits-all advice. We translate symptoms into strategy and build the kind of structure that actually sustains you. If you are ready to lead your health, your work, and your life with clarity, confidence, and conviction, you are in the right place. Let's begin. We talk about nervous system regulation, root cause healing, and business strategy, but what no one is talking about is truly the power of community. And I'm not just talking about surface level networking events that you attend and you meet Kayla and she's an amazing person, but you never talk to her again. And I'm not talking about having supportive friends and families around you either. I'm talking about a space where you can enter and you can share your big vision that someone probably close to you would think you're a little crazy for thinking that. Or even a space that you can enter and you're being surrounded around like-minded people who have the same desires, who have the same drive, who have the same motivation to get to this next level. I'm talking about a space where you enter and you are being mirrored back to each other. What do I mean by that? So you enter into a space and maybe you are sharing your vision and there's a piece of you that wants to go deeper, who wants to go way bigger than your vision is coming out of you. And someone sees that in you and they're able to point that out and really not give you permission or give you validation, but it's just like a sense of like understanding. Like, you have this big vision and I see you and it is possible for you to do that. Like, having that mirrored back to you just gives you this other level that you're just like, yes, you get it. Like, I'm so ready. Like, let's do this. And so having a community like this in the wellness space, maybe you're on your healing journey right now, maybe you are starting your business, having a community that actually is right there in the trenches with you will change everything for you. And this is coming from my own experience from being in communities. So let's just jump straight into community and the importance of being in a community, finding a community for you that sees you, that understands you, that pushes you to be better, to really close the gaps in order to really excel in your career, excel in your transformation journey. So as women, and this is just coming from personal experience, this is coming from women I talk to all the time, but we tend to isolate ourselves. And I feel like there's like a deeper reason for that, and I haven't been able to really pinpoint it yet. But I do feel like there's this pressure on women to compete with each other. Like, we are always constantly being pinned against one another, especially on social media. We're constantly have been brought up saying, you know, there's only room for one of you, right? Especially when it comes to like saturated business industries, which that's not true. I do not believe in that. There's billions of people in this world, guys. We have enough room for everyone. So there has always been like this societal, I don't know, like belief that women have to compete with one another and they can't be friends and they have to fight over certain things. So I think that is really like the root of us being isolated. Or maybe women who, some of us have felt like we had to be hyper independent. So asking for help was like looked down upon, or we're scared to ask for help, or we don't know how to ask for help. We think we have to do all the things by ourselves. And it's very depressing, honestly. Like, it really is if you actually think about it. And it's funny because I did have this conversation the other day where I was chatting with a friend and we both do our own thing. But once we get together, like, it's like no time has flown by. I don't know if you guys have any of those relationships where you don't have to talk every single day in order to like be in each other's life. I hope you guys are getting what I'm putting down. But basically, you know, we don't talk very often on the phone or text messages or anything like that. But when we see each other, it's literally like no time has passed by. But we were talking about this. We were talking about how it's so easy to isolate yourself, especially once you become an adult and once you have your own careers and your own lives and you have your own responsibilities now. Like there's this desire for connection, but at the same time you're just like so overwhelmed with everything that's going on in your life that you kind of push the connection to the side. And it leads to this feeling of depression and isolation and just like no motivation to do anything. And so we were just chatting about that and how, you know, like society has brought this all up, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but I was just saying like, yeah, like it's so funny because men are the complete opposite. Like they are constantly in connection with each other, especially networking events, business events, just friendships. Like they are very close knit. But when it comes to women, it's very difficult to stay connected like that. So that's something that I personally have been working on because I'm like, what are you doing, Jasmine? Like you really need to stay connected to your friends. Like you have to make the time to an effort to nourish those relationships, right? And it does help you so much mentally, physically. Like you feel better as like a person when you have people around you who believe in you, who support you, who are there for you, right? And so this is truly, again, where community comes in, because yes, you have your supportive friends who are there, but do you have a community that you can go to and really be like your true self, where you can share all your deepest desires and your huge vision, and people uplift you and they move you towards that goal, not away from it. They don't put doubts in your mind about this big vision. You don't need more wellness advice. What you're looking for are answers. If you're tired of wondering why you feel off, my one-time functional lab testing packages are your fast track to clarity. This is root cause insight without the long-term commitment. You'll get functional labs, a detailed breakdown of what's really going on, and a short-term protocol designed to bring immediate relief. It's not a transformation, it's a turning point. A way to stop guessing, start strategizing, and take grounded action right now. If you are craving clarity without the overwhelm, head to organicallyglow.com and book your testing package today. Because your symptoms aren't random, they are readable, and I'll help you decode them. So this is something that I actually have been a part of in the community setting. So really, when it comes to community, I think this is something that's blowing up right now. Like everyone wants to create their own community and these membership containers, and that's great. But I find a lot of them are very surface level, and their primary goal is just to make recurring income. And again, I always talk about this, but when your main focus is trying to create income and not creating impact, it doesn't tend to work out for most people, especially us women who are very passionate, who are purpose-driven, especially practitioners, coaches, right? We have a deeper calling, we have a purpose, we're not just doing this for the money. So when this whole thing is blowing up right now, right? Like, oh, you need to make recurring revenue. The best place to do that is creating memberships and these community containers and so on, so on. Okay, but what's really the purpose behind your community? Is it just to make extra cash, or are you actually creating an environment where you're expanding individuals, where you're helping, guiding someone through transformation in a group setting? So that's just the question that I always ask when I see these keep popping up over and over again. So I just kind of want to reframe and redefine what community actually is. Community isn't just a crowd of people. It's not just a place where you're like, yeah, let's get a ton of recurring revenue and just invite every single person into this community and get as many individuals in it as possible. I define community as a container. And the reason I say container is because this is going to be a very tight knit group of people who all have a similar calling, who all have a similar vision. They all have a similar goal that they want to achieve. And a container is there to really hold us together, to lift us up, to motivate us to reach that goal that we all have in mind. And maybe our goals are a little bit different, but there still is like a general goal that we all want to meet. So when it comes to this container, number one, when we are together, humans together, connecting, collaborating, a lot can happen in a very short period of time because you have accountability. You were aligned on goals together, so you're able to push each other, especially when you're feeling down. If you are feeling down or you're just not feeling it that day, guess what? You go inside of this container and someone's going to lift you up. Someone's going to help you rise. So community in my eyes is really a container where a group of people come together and we all have a shared goal, a shared outcome that we're attempting to achieve, we're working towards achieving. And we're there to really lift each other up. We are there to give each other accountability. And so, again, with community, it is so much deeper than just getting a group of people together to make recurring revenue. It is really, there's a deeper purpose behind it in my eyes, and that's how it should be. And so when you're inside of a container, you are seen. You are being seen. You are able to really make real connections with people. Not only that, though, you do achieve your goals faster. And it's very, very weird to say that, but it's true. Like it happened to me personally. So I'm actually a part of this business mentorship container. And it's an amazing community with powerful women who want to build their businesses with purpose. And this community actually changed my whole perspective on community. Because I've been in different community containers before. This is something completely different. And not only was I able to meet my goals faster, like my financial goals faster in my business, but also having a group of women that I can turn to when things aren't going right, when things are doing amazing and I can share my wins. Like that's a space where I can go in and I truly feel seen and I truly know these women want the best for me. And that is truly something that I wanted to create. And that is why I expanded Organically Glow to actually have their own community, Glow Social Club. So Glow Social Club is a powerful container, not only holding women who have stepped into their own personalized wellness plan inside of Organically Glow, but they all have a goal. They all have a transformation that they want to achieve, and it's with their health and wellness. So this community is going to continue to grow, and I'm very excited about that, but it's also a resource. It's also a way to connect with each other, especially with women when we're on healing journeys. It's very isolating because no one truly understands what you're going through unless they have gone through it or unless they are going through it, right? And so finding a community that is actually there to support you and guide you and walk you step by step on achieving that transformation, achieving that goal, literally changes everything. It can change your whole life because you are finally being seen and understood and lifted up, and you are rising and you're able to achieve that transformation not only faster but in alignment, which is so important. Inside Glow Social Club 2, we also created another leg to it where it's the Leadership Lab. The Leadership Lab is for purpose-driven practitioners and coaches who want to expand, who want to turn their vision into reality, who want to create not just income, but impact in the wellness space, in the health and wellness space. So the Leadership Lab is also a powerful container where you're surrounded around other purpose-driven practitioners and coaches with the same goal of creating a profitable business, but also creating impact in the process. And so this is truly the power of community. When women come together, something beautiful happens. And when you experience that, you're just blown away because you're like, oh my gosh, like this is what's possible for me, especially for the women who are like a couple steps ahead of you. You're like, this is amazing. Like, this is what I'm working towards, and I know it's possible. I know it's feasible because I've seen someone else do it. Or maybe they look up to you because you are a couple steps ahead, and everyone is, cheering you on and really seeing how you have changed and developed in a community setting. So community is just so much more than recurring revenue and just getting as many people in a group setting when it's not like aligned, right? Community is a powerful container where you are able to expand, you are able to transform yourself around other women who are doing the same thing or around other people who are doing the same thing. So when you need support, you can turn to a community, right? Especially those who are going through the same exact thing as you. And not only that though, but you actually create real relationships, and these relationships can take you a lot further in your journey, in your healing journey, in your business journey than ever before. Community is going to continue to grow and really it's going to be the next thing that everyone is creating, and everyone wants a community. But when you truly have a real container that brings in women or brings in individuals, whoever you're trying to bring in, and you bring them together to actually all reach a similar goal or transformation, it's amazing what happens. It really is. And it's going to it's going to continue to expand, especially with like AI. That is just, it's growing like crazy right now. Everyone's using AI, which I am not against. I use ChatGPT all the time, right? But there's a piece of human connection that is missing. The human connection is missing, I should say, when it comes to any type of AI. It's a tool. So as AI continues to grow and takes over the world, as people say, community is going to be a huge thing that we see rising in this world, in the industry. And not even just the health and wellness industry, but in everything. I've already seen it, guys. Community is really going to take over just because everyone's going to be craving that real human connection. So this was just a little yapper time about community and how powerful community can be to expand you, to grow you, to move you closer to your goals faster. And if you guys are interested in joining a community inside of your healing journey to help you walk alongside your healing journey, then we have Organically Glow, our personalized wellness plans. So we have a space for you inside of the Glow Social Club. This is where all of our one-on-one clients are inside of Glow Social Club, and they have their own community in there. And then if you are a purpose-driven practitioner or coach or wellness business owner who is craving that community, craving a group of women who are going to cheer you on, who are going to really mirror back the gaps that they see in you so you can expand and get to your end goal faster and with ease and in alignment, then the Leadership Lab is for you. Again, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you guys have any questions at all, if you guys had any aha moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I need to find a community right now, or I need to stop ignoring my friends, or I need to make a date with my friends as soon as possible, send me a DM. I would just love to hear from you. And if you guys love this episode, or if you know someone who needs to hear this episode, send it to them. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You lead teams, households, businesses, but no one taught you how to lead your health. Most wellness advice wasn't built for women like you, high functioning, chronically fatigued, done with surface level fixes that don't actually work. That's why I created my one-on-one personalized wellness plans. We start with functional labs, we decode your symptoms, and we build a protocol that's rooted in data and designed for your reality. This isn't trendy wellness, this is root cause medicine that leads to restorative care. It's clarity, structure, and sustainable results for women who carry a lot and deserve to feel like themselves again. If you are ready for precision support and a practitioner who sees the full picture, head to organicallyglow.com, book a call, and let's rebuild your energy at the root so you can lead everything else from a place of clarity. If today's conversation shifted something inside of you, if it brought you clarity, relief, or a new way to see your health as a leadership tool, I'd love for you to share this with another powerhouse woman in your world. And remember, symptoms aren't the problem, they are the signal. When you start translating them, you stop surviving and you start leading with clarity. I'll see you next time inside Glow Social Hour.